It's autumn. The leaves are starting to fall. The grass is all woody. There is some food for the sheep, but I supplement their feed with trees I cut down. I time cutting down the trees to autumn, and then I do it just one tree at a time, so the sheep would have a chance to eat all the raw leaves before they dry out. This way I can keep the sheep in the paddock even if the paddock has no food right now. Every time I come with a full trailer load of leaves, they just come running. They know what's up. As you can see from far, they've eaten all the leaves from the lower branches of the trees anyway. And these branches they will just strip bare of leaves, and they will eat the smaller branches and strip some of the bark off the branches. It's a good way to supplement the feed, but not as a way to feed them every day. So right now this part of the paddock looks really bare, but there's 1 hectare of beautiful green grass they can eat. But I still give them extra food just in case. It's a good way to get rid of leaves, and these are willows. If I would put them into composts or into hugelkultur, the willows would sprout, but if I let the sheep completely destroy all the branches, like strip the bark and stuff, the branches will die and dry out, and I can use them the next year. And it's also a good way to just not waste stuff. Since I'm cutting down the tree anyway, I can use the leaves to feed my sheep if it's no extra effort. And the extra effort is very small. I do need to gather these up later, but for this I'm planning to create or buy a thumb for my excavator, which would be really handy to load all of these branches to my trailer and use them in hugelkultur or wood chips or whatever. I'm gonna leave these branches here on the paddock for the winter and gather them up next year. They'll be much smaller. I might drive over them with my ATV or randomly just to break them up. I've left like piles of like these on paddocks, and they just vanish within a few years. I usually just drive over them all the time and they just break up and they're small. I use the larger branches for firewood. Lots of flies. So that's it. It's okay to feed your sheep different leaves, like and also pine cones. I mean pine needles. Fir trees, that's okay, but there are some excuse me, some leaves they can't eat. Just check if they're poisonous or not. Like ornament household plants and bushes and stuff. Don't give them those. This is just normal willow. Willow is okay. Birch is okay. Yeah, those are the best. This is not normal willow, but I have this special willow that's used for biomass energy wood production. It's called Salix viminalis in Latin, and it stays green the longest. So if all of these are bare within like the next month, Salix viminalis will still have nice green leaves, and I give those to the sheep. I try to keep them off of dry hay as much as possible for economic reasons, and just because they have to eat the dry hay for the whole winter and it's just so plain. So I don't know, just keeps their palates fresh, I think. Maybe I'm overdoing it, but even though it's still a good system to get rid of those pesky willows that keep growing even if you cut them down. And you can see this guy is eating a fir tree, or what's left of the fir tree. Every time I give the sheep some branches, the dog tries to eat the branches also. He thinks he's a sheep.